Hello, Richard. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hello, I'm from Poland. I'm 15, and I've made around $1,000 in Hustlers University.
Okay. And how did you find out about Hustlers University?
So my journey began a long time ago with the overall making money online stuff.
Mhm.
Uh, Around like 2 years ago, I was searching for this passive income under 18 ideas. I started a blog, but I've never posted a blog post
Mhm.
there. Then I was like just scrolling on Instagram, and I found Andrew Tate's reels. Been watching this for like 2 months, and then I found out that he's got his program. Um, and yeah, that's how I
And
found
then you
it.
joined. Okay, very cool. So yeah, 15 years old from Poland, as you say, already making some income. How did that end up happening? Which campus did you get into? Which one was it that allowed you to make the $1,000?
So I got into the copywriting campus. Um, I was like kind of jumping through different campuses through my journey, but like 2 3 months ago I decided to fully commit to one campus. I read Luke's lesson, I think, on jumping responsibilities, and I thought that if I stick to one business model it's gonna be best, and that's how I did it.
Okay, so copywriting campus. Let's go with since you joined, from when you joined. As much as you remember, let's go in chronological order. What were the most useful lessons? How did they end up landing you a client? Or I don't know, was it multiple clients? How did you end
Mm.
up actually? Did you go on sales calls with those clients? How did you outreach to them? Basically, everything that comes to mind in that sense.
So since the start, I was watching all these videos and I felt like I was doing stuff, but I actually wasn't. Mm, it was for like the first 6 months or something, maybe even seven. Um, I wasn't fully committed to this. I didn't have a strong reason, probably. Um, yeah, and I was going through these videos. Later on, Andrew, Professor Andrew from the campus, launched charisma course. That was when I started to think like I should take this seriously, more seriously. Um, and yeah, I started outreaching then through my Instagram. But the funny thing is that the client that I landed actually came to my DMs.
Mhm.
Uh, he just found me, and my Instagram did all the job.
So, just
Uh,
to clarify, did you have some kind of copywriting related post on your Instagram in that case? Or what
can
did
you
you say
repeat that?
when he outreached to you?
Um, so he, oh no, wait a second. I was sending a welcome message to each one of my followers,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
he just followed me, and I
Mhm.
just sent him hello message, and we talked business, and
That's
I found out what he needed.
pretty smart,
Yeah,
yeah. I want to touch up on that because I haven't really heard it before. If you again, your social media will be copywriting related, right? It was before he
yeah,
reached out. So yeah, he followed you, and you actually message whoever follows you. That's something
yeah.
I haven't heard before. So good idea there. And as you can see,
Thanks.
landed you a client. And then yeah, what niche was that client in, and how did you end up actually getting paid
So
for what you do?
it was a photographer. Uh, I helped him set up an email sequence, and then I'm currently working on his social media content now.
Mhm.
So that's it. But for now, uh, this guy keeps like he doesn't respond very often. So I'm looking currently for a bigger client with bigger potential. I know
Mhm.
what's the reason.
Okay, makes sense. And this is the photographer is your client, which paid you 1,000, or was that someone else?
Yeah, he paid
Okay.
me £300 for these emails and now
Mhm.
500 for social media content.
Okay. Which yeah, in dollars translates to over 1,000. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. And what do your parents think about what you're doing? Because again, you're 15. I'm guessing you're in high school, right?
hmm Yeah. So the funny thing is that I've told them only a part of the story. I haven't told them everything.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, they know that I made some money. Mm, uh, when I, come out of the room after 8 hours of working, uh, some days they're asking me what I'm doing. I tell them that I do all this marketing, but they don't know like specifically about it. I've tried to tell them, but they don't understand everything.
Mhm. Interesting. Okay. But again, as you
But
continue
they're
scaling this, I'm sure they'll get more and more interested in what you actually do. Because maybe now they don't see the potential within it, and maybe they're thinking, "Oh, it's just something that you got lucky on." I don't know.
yeah, but they're very supportive. Uh,
Mhm.
so yeah,
Okay, cool, cool. And then again, a fairly unique perspective from you because 15-year-old in high school in Poland. Do your classmates know what you're doing? And if so, what do they think about it?
yeah. So I had a little fail this year because I used Meta Business site to schedule my content for Instagram, and I have my professional account connected to my personal Facebook, and I accidentally posted one post there, and everyone jumped on my Instagram, and they were making fun of me because of what I'm doing, but I don't really care about this since I'm making money.
Mhm. I like it. They don't understand. And again, at 15 years old, you're already doing this and acquiring the knowledge. You're setting yourself so far apart from other people your age, and you're getting so far ahead of them. So, yeah, and you completely understand it yourself. So, what plans do you actually have in future then? Let's say in short term, medium term, long term.
hmm So short term, Professor Andrew in the copywriting campus is currently has recently launched a challenge which is about like committing to 100 work sessions. I don't know if you know about this.
Haven't seen it. So,
Yeah.
do explain.
Uh, and yeah, we set a daily bare minimum of these sessions. They're between 60 and 90 minutes. Yeah, I'm working towards this 100 in the next 30 days. So I want to land a bigger client with bigger growth potential
Mhm.
and basically take him to millions.
Fair enough. Okay, very solid. Um, and what plans did you have before you joined Hustlers University? What was the trajectory of your life? Go on.
Yeah, so I was a swimmer and I am a swimmer. So I was kind of doing that a lot. I train like 12 times a week, um,
Mhm.
with Sundays being the rest day. So 6 days to trainings a day.
Mhm.
But I didn't know what I was gonna do if I didn't join. I didn't have any plans.
Mhm. Interesting. I used to be a swimmer as well. Used to do probably haven't said this before, but since you brought it up, I used to do 6 days a week as well, and then Sundays were competition. Are you competing as well then?
Yeah. I have
Single
like
interest.
the national championships in a month,
Hmm?
something like this.
Nice. Pretty cool. All right. And I'm sure it's very good for your physique as well and for physical fitness. All right.
Yeah, the fitness
So,
campus definitely helped me with the nutrition, so
mhm.
that's something very useful.
Very good. Okay. And how different is the average day now compared to before you joined? Has it changed much?
Yeah, a lot. So let's maybe say a year ago, before I joined, I was waking up like 10 minutes before school, rushing everything, coming back, mm, eating the dinner, mm, scrolling some nonsense on Instagram, and doing my homework like at 10, 11 p.m. because I was, so glued to the phone. So I was I wasn't doing anything literally instead of course besides training. And now
Mhm.
I usually wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. I do mm, about 2 hours of deep work. Then I go to school.
Mhm.
And when I come back from school, I do work, I go train, and I do more work. And I go to sleep at like 9 p.m. so
Mhm.
I can have these 7 hours of sleep. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very solid. Huh. So it seems similar to when I was younger as well, because that's what I used to do. Wake up at 4 a.m. And there's a really good feeling there because you know you're you're up and working when everyone else is asleep. And just something about that helps you snowball into the rest of the day as well. So I'm sure you feel that as well. All right.
Yeah, but you have to be careful to not get caught in the trap of feeling like you're superior to someone.
Yeah, 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 of course.
Yeah, um, it's just the beginning. I'm
Mhm.
actually not doing anything. If you look at this, these big guys, they're making millions a day. So yeah, I have to
Yeah,
catch up.
yeah, you've just begun basically. Yeah, again, you're 15 years old, made 1,000 already with copywriting, landed your first client, you're already ahead of most 15-year-olds. So
Yeah, but
good
I'm
stuff there.
still
And
behind
exactly, yeah, you see
Alex, for
everything,
example.
how much more growth there is. Oh, yeah, Alex. But
Yeah,
Alex is
yeah.
16. You still have a year to catch up with
Yeah, he's a year older. Exactly. I think his birth date is the same as mine, but 1 year
him.
late before me. Yeah,
Mhm. Cool. So you have a year to catch up with Alex and
yeah.
make it
I
to
also
100,000.
so there is a channel in the copywriting campus where people who made at least $10,000 can share their lessons. And I read one lesson yesterday. It was a guy who shared. They have exclusive chats for this community. And he shared that they run a challenge like who will be able to make the most in a month. And there was a guy who made 120K at 17.
Mhm.
So I know,
Indeed.
I'm amazed.
Again, that's what's amazing about the real world. You get good competition with the
Yeah,
like-minded students around you. And I mean, you can't even say students because they at some point become your friends. So I'm sure you're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
closer with them, and it's friendly competition, which is definitely needed. And you can see what is possible as well when you look at them. So very
Yeah,
cool.
it's like the healthy competition where
Yeah.
you're competing but like friends. You support
Mhm.
each other, you push when someone slides in the chats and says something like I'm tired, I don't want to work. We we tell him to step up and do what he needs to do. We remind him of the goals. That's it.
Okay. Very solid. Okay, so I'm happy to wrap up with a final question. The people who are unsure about joining Hustlers University because they're thinking it might be a scam for the $50, what advice would you have to them?
My advice would be you're gonna spend these $50 anyways. Um, we're entering a period of chaos in the world, everything starts to shift, everything starts to change. We're basically really close to being slaves. So if you want to be free, if you don't want to eat the bugs, you should join. If I can do this and thousands of other drill world hosters, university students can do this, you can too.
Okay. Happy to end it there. So for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
You can contact me on Instagram. It's at Richard Copywriting without any spaces or yeah.
I'll add that to the description of the video, so anyone who's interested can check that. And yeah, Richard, great to get a starting point to use as a reference for future interviews, because with what you said today, you have a lot of potential. And I think when we do follow-ups in future, that will be clear as you continue to update everyone on your progress and let us see just how much you're evolving. So I look forward to those. And until then, I wish you all the best.
See you soon.